Okay, continue the game. So our client is, oh yeah, I did read this. That's right, he's a super famous astronaut who works at the Cosmos Space Center. He was actually up in outer space 7 years ago. You seem to know quite a bit about him. Now I'm all excited to meet the man. Wow, that was the longest sigh I've ever heard. By the way, we are now Phoenix. I am Phoenix. Apollo told me all about you. You're Phoenix Wright, Apollo's mentor, right? Yes, that's right. Mentor has a nice ring to it. Don't worry about a thing, Mr. Starbuck. Mr. Wright and I have got you covered. Oh, and you are the new kid that Apollo told me about. Wait, don't I know you from somewhere? Huh? You mean other than at your trial? I don't think so. I guess so. My mistake. My memory isn't what it used to be. My mind and body are kaput. Same goes for my life. I mean, I'm astronomically unlucky that I had the bomb go off in the middle of my trial. I thought it's gonna be a different. Trying to defend me would be like trying to enter the stratosphere without a spacecraft. Yikes, he seriously got to stop depressing himself, bre. Cheer up, Mr. Starbuck. Besides that thing you said about entering the stratosphere, that just means we would shine like shooting stars, right? Like shooting stars? Huh? No, you're right. Why didn't I think of that? After all, that's what we were all put on this earth to do, right? To shine like stars. Guess I should have mentioned the fact that shooting stars burn out in a flash. Why is it called shooting star when it's a comet? Isn't it? Oh. That was my alarm. Okay. I'm supposed to wake up now, but yeah, I woke up earlier. Shooting star is neither a comet nor a real star like our sun. It's a meteoroid that burns up upon entering Earth's atmosphere. Sounds better to say shooting star as opposed to like saying shooting meteorite. Oh yeah, here we go. 3, 2, 1 to the stratosphere and beyond. Yeah, I feel like what I don't understand, why don't they just fucking get him out of this suit? Seriously. Yeah, I feel alive now. You can go ahead and ask me anything you want. Is that really all it takes? How about this, bruh? So, what do you think about this? The evidence is gonna get me convicted. No, it's my autonomous badge. I was hoping it would reassure you that we are here to defend you. Evidence isn't just for the prosecution, it can help prove a person's innocence too. That's a positive spin on things. I thought that was common knowledge. Clay carried me out and saved me. But after all that, to be killed with this blade, and the fact that the killer might be me. Now he's got you signed, boss. Clay always used to cheerfully greet me in a loud voice. And he did vocal exercises every morning, sometimes until it was a horse, right? Horse? Exactly. You could always hear him even through the wall. Hey, wait a minute. Did you know Clay? No, but like, attracts like, as they say. They're talking about Apollo. So you have no memory at all of the incident? I'm so ashamed. My memory of the time is as black and clouded as a dark nebula. Still, it's strange you don't remember a thing. Are you sure you didn't take one of those anti-anxiety pills like they said at the trial? Got it all wrong. It is true I developed the fear of space because of what happened 7 years ago, and I was taking medication secretly every now and then when my anxiety got bad. Having a fear of space is not something an astronaut can brag about, you know? Oh, the so-called Het 1 miracle? That must have been a terrifying experience. But I'm still an astronaut at heart, come what may. I would never take drugs that might impede my performance just before a launch. That launch meant everything to me, that's more certain than the theory of relativity. He seems like a completely different person now. This is the face of the astronaut I know. But the tranquilizers were found in your system. Yeah, see, that's the thing. But I don't know why, I'm done for. If you didn't take them, then maybe somebody slipped them to you. Exactly, that's what I thought. It must have been the real culprit. My medication was in my locker, anybody could have gotten their hands on it. Maybe the real culprit also planted the detonator switch in your pocket. Yeah, that's gotta be it. I have been framed. I say they even managed to plant your prints on the switch before slipping it in. It's a real possibility. Do you remember anything else that might be relevant? Anything at all, no matter how small, like about the murder weapon, for example? That knife. I think it came from one of the Space Center's utility kits. Utility kits? Yeah, staff who work on machinery are given these special toolkits to use. All the technicians have them, so I doubt you could prove whose knife it is. As I recall, your last trip into space was 7 years ago, right? That's right, it was a pretty rough experience. During that mission, we had all kinds of problems with the craft. You did? What kind of problems? Power failure, oxygen leakage, busted radio, cracked windows, loose control column. The heat shield came off as we were entering the atmosphere. I thought I was a goner. But I managed to make it somehow with the popsicles and ice packs from the freezer. No wonder they dubbed it the Het 1 miracle. It's a miracle you made it back. Space is a boundless place. That's why it continues to capture people's imaginations. But the vastness of space shows us how insignificant we are in the scheme of things. The darkness just goes on forever, and ever, without end. But I always get fascinated by space. On topic, but I'm gonna go off on a bit of a rant here. I always admire how much actually is in space, despite the fact that, you know, Earth is a vast fucking entity by itself already. But what I always get turned off from is the fact that anywhere to go, basically other than Mars, would take humanity, I don't know, thousands of years to even craft something together that can go there. Because, like, let's say Kepler is a Earth-like planet with a habitable zone within a star. It's like, I don't know how far fucking it is. Thousands of fucking light years away. So what's the fucking point? It might not even exist. That's the thing. Because also the light that reaches us, we can see it from here. It might not even exist because we see the past version of it. That's why I hate space sometimes, but there's a lot of cool stuff in space. So what I wanted from Starfield is to be able to fly into a gas giant like the Jupiter and do more stuff on planets, not just like, you know, roam around. They really fucked the game up. Although, what to expect? It's a fucking... what's it called? Not Howard game. There was nobody else there. Nobody was gonna come save me. I was all alone. All alone with nothing to listen to but the sound of my own breathing and heartbeat. I kept scrambling to make repairs, but I couldn't keep my hands from shaking. An experience like that would make anybody afraid to go up into space. With the experience you had, weren't you dreading this mission? What? No way. Of course not. Even now I wanna go up into space so bad I can barely stand it. I wanna shake hands off the Earth's gravity at escape velocity and spin around weightless. But you have to admit it was pretty harrowing. Weren't you even a tiny bit afraid? I was afraid. Of course I was. Still am. But space is man's final frontier, an unknown world. The cosmic truth is out there waiting for us somewhere. The cosmic truth, huh? I guess there are people looking for the truth in every walk of life. No matter how afraid I am, I'm sure I can manage. If I give in to my fear, I never find the truth. As long as I don't give up, I can keep up the fight. One thing's for sure, Mr. Starbuck's passion for space is undeniably the real deal. The victim Clay Terran, he was kind of like your protege, wasn't he? Well, it wasn't a big exaggerated deal like master and apprentice or anything like that, but Clay did think of me as his mentor. The mentor and the protege. What a combination they must have been. With his encouragement, I knew I could get over my fear and go back into space. But now? Clay must have been very encouraging, huh? Yeah, it's funny really. Whenever I would hear from him shout, "You're fine," I always got the feeling everything really was just gonna be fine. You're fine. Apollo says I'm fine and you're fine all of the time too. And I always feel encouraged too whenever I hear him shout it. Yeah, Clay and Apollo were best buds. They used to come visit the Space Center a lot ever since they were high school kids. One day out of the blue, Clay even told me he wanted to be my protege. Those two hang around the Space Center so much they were like a part of the staff. One time during Zero G training, I started to panic a little bit. And the two of them took turns shouting "You're fine" over the radio. It was a simple thing, but it was exactly what I needed to hear. So I'm fine and you're fine were like Apollo and Clay's secret phrases, huh? Very secret. I wish I could ask Apollo more about Clay and their relationship now. Speaking of Clay, how do you suppose he climbed down the ladder with you over his shoulder? Sure, but I can't even begin to imagine. But he actually did climb down that ladder, so a way has to exist. From the freedom of space to the walls of a cell. But the prosecutor said the dark night sky isn't half bad through the barred windows. You're fine, Solomon's soul Starbuck is fine, everything is going to be alright. And Lieutenant Sykes is fine. Come on, Mr. Wright, you too. Do I really have to? Phoenix Wright is fine. I can't hear you. Phoenix Wright is fine. Get you back into space yet, Mr. Starbuck. Believe in your own innocence and have faith in us. Apollo believed in you wholeheartedly, and that's good enough for me. I believe in you too. Thank you. Thank you, both of you. I put my faith in you. And I vow to make it back into space. All I need first is not guilty verdict. It sure feels nice to reassure ourselves every now and then that we are all fine. Okay, Mr. Wright. Let's get our investigation of the Space Center started pronto. Good idea, let's go. Jaxa? Like, I'm so confused with this. Jaxa. December 19, Cosmos Space Center entrance. Wow, I was wondering what kind of place this space center would be. It almost looks like an amusement park of the future. Yeah, did you know they even let the public see the rockets up close? Oh, so check it out. Look at how brightly the JAXA logo shines in the sunlight above the entranceway. I really dig the stars and rocket motif if it's got going. JAXA, huh? Isn't that the new name of the Federal Space R&D program? Yeah, but why the strange acronym? I mean, what is GIA supposed to stand for? Galaxy? If that were it, then the voting would be something like Galaxy Exploration Agency. Which, if you ask me, I would have abbreviated it GAXA or even GAEA. I guess so. Or, I know, maybe the person who came up with the name just really likes the letter Y. This exchange is beginning to feel oddly like deja vu. Anyway, this place is more than just a research facility, it's also a tourist attraction. Tourist attraction? Don't make me laugh. It's a monument to the human race. Galactic scooter full speed ahead. What? Yikes, who's this geezer and what's he want? Look upon me and look well. Behind the great power of space science. This guy is literally Command and Conquer. Pardon me, but you are. My glorious name is Yuri Cosmos. I am the director of the Cosmos Space Center, the center of the cosmos. Boss? That was pretty groan-inducing. If this person is the Space Center's director, then that means... So you were one of the first to discover Clay's body, weren't you? And who was the first to find the victim? That's correct. I was honored to be the very first man in all of space and time to discover the body. Wait, to be the very first man in all of space. It was Yuri. Yuri something. But this talk of the incident, are you by any chance the space police? You can't tack the word space onto just any old thing, you know. We are Mr. Starbucks lawyers, we are here to investigate his case. And we are Earth lawyers, by the way. Oh, I see, yes, I've heard about you. In that case, my esteemed privilege, I grant you permission to investigate. I trust you appropriately grateful, now go ahead, have at it. I can already tell he's going to be nothing but trouble. Don't let him hear you say that or you will see what trouble really is. Let's just be a professional and ask him about when he found the body. Excuse me, but about this piece of evidence. Let me ask you a question. What will that object contribute to the future of mankind? What? Oh, not much, I guess. Then how important could it be? Quite unlike the great historical figure, Yuri Cosmos. If he's any more self-absorbed, he'll turn into his very own black hole. What about a knife? What a shame, truly, Clay was so young. He was an outstanding man who could have contributed greatly to the future of mankind. He was an exceptional man, wasn't he? If he had gone into space, my reputation would have grown even loftier. Why did he have to die before he went into space? Someone needs to teach him he is not the literal center of the cosmos. Excuse me, but about this piece of evidence. Okay, enough with the evidence shit. Yuri Cosmos. So as a director, what do you do here at the Space Center specifically? Defend peace across the galaxy and promote space development in this country. No matter what obstacles stand in our way, we keep going for the sake of mankind. I believe I used to use the word specifically in my question. Why does he have an electrical scooter, by the way? Attention all personnel, to your brake stations, prepare for break. Oh, I get it. You just wander around and tell people what to do in self-important manner. That is exactly right, because I am an important man, my manner is important. Mr. Wright, this man doesn't get sarcasm. Well, there's bound to be some people like that here in the boundlessness of space. What's that? You want to know what it is that makes me important specifically? Very well, I will tell you. I was the central figure of the Het 1 project. You may proceed to be appropriately impressed. Now go ahead, have at it. I might be more impressed if I knew what he did for it specifically. Could you tell us what you know about the incidents from the other day? I refuse. What? Explaining is a job for common folk, not the director of the center of the cosmos. My testimony, which will go down in space history, will be heard in the court. What? So does that mean you'll be taking the stand tomorrow? That is correct. I will be the most glorious witness in the history of mankind. Not sure if he really understands what being a witness is all about. Looks like Augusto Pinochet. Looks like the director Cosmos is the type that only talks about what he wants to talk about. Then let's at least try to ask him about the things he might be willing to open up about. The Het-1 rocket was a rocket that was launched into space 7 years ago, correct? And despite numerous problems, it somehow made its way back home? I suppose it is part of my job to educate ignorant young folk like you. Very well, I will impart to you the complete story of the Het-1 project. Thank you very much. Het-1's noble mission was to collect samples from an asteroid, and Mr. Starbuck was the pilot for the flight. Eventually, Het-1 reached its planned orbit. That's a rocket? That's a satellite, bro. From where it launched the Hope probe towards the asteroid belt. From there, the Hope probe began its long, lonely journey into the far reaches of space. Then, after a terrifying struggle, the Het-1 returned safely to Earth. The struggle was when the incident known as the Het-1 miracle occurred, right? Correct. And if it truly was a miracle, it truly was a miracle. Of course, they just had to turn the ordeal into a movie. As for the Hope probe, it did eventually arrive safely at its destination. I obtained a few samples from the asteroid and returned to Earth but a few days ago. So what kind of samples are they? What's in them? The samples are scheduled for analysis in the near future. We haven't had time since they just came back the day before Terran's murder. Regrettably, we had no time to inspect the samples due to everything that has occurred. But this puts our space development program ahead of other countries by several years. That's quite impressive. I guess this guy isn't just a loudmouthed braggart after all. In the golden age of space development, our predecessors were successful in bringing a moon rock back. That is the greatest achievement in the history of the Space Center. The public fell in love with space and all of its glorious potential. A moon rock, huh? I remember that being big. Our endeavors with the moon rock lives on in our work with those asteroid samples. I want to bestow new hopes and dreams for the future upon mankind once again. That is my mission, as the man who stands at the center of the cosmos. I hear there's a lot of research into moon rocks and stardust from asteroids these days. They say the results could potentially have a huge impact on all of civilization. It's like we are in a new space race with every other country out there. But bite your tongue, it's not for anything so base as money or politics. Yeah, Serbia was the first actual country into space actually. Serbia sent the first terraforming probe into Earth. Or probe into space. They already terraformed Mars, so the entirety of the Mars is now Serbian. It's all for the brilliant future that awaits mankind, and all for my illustrious mission. This works with Serbia, Turkey. What other nations are like super? Albania, super nationalistic. I wanna say like certain Arab countries, but I can't really like I mean, Libya is not nationalistic. Egypt is not nationalistic. Syria is not nationalistic. Iraq is not nationalistic. Not nationalistic to be funny enough. That's the takeaway here. With the recent budget cuts, my staff tells me finances are tight, but I won't hear it. I guess even a space program has to watch his budget. By the way, you seem awfully knowledgeable about this kind of thing, Athena. Oh, well, you know. I thought I would better brush up for a case. Is that so? Well, I'll be on my way. As you can see, I'm very busy and very important man. Galactic scooter, fire up the main engine, max battle speed and engage. That thing is surprisingly fast. I guess we would better get going too. What if Bulgaria got mad and wanted to take over the entire world, and then old clock sound and a refrigerator sound, and the entirety of the universe is Bulgarian? You bet, let's make it so. What is Blood talking about? December 19, Cosmos Space Center boarding lounge. So this is where Mr. Terran was murdered. Yeah, this is the lounge. Let's see that diagram the police made again. Right now we are in the main building here on the right side on the first floor. Clay and Mr. Starbuck fled here from Launchpad 1 after the explosion. You there, no admittance without express permission. We are Mr. Starbuck's lawyers, we've come to investigate. Sorry, nobody gets in without permission, not even the police superintendent. Can't have Detective Fulbright getting mad at me. So Detective Fulbright is here, huh? Yeah, he's in the Launchpad 1 corridor. Go get clearance from him and then we'll talk. Leave it to me, I'm great at getting intel out of Detective Fulbright. Let's see, what trick should I use on him today? I don't know if I should be grateful or afraid. So, to get to the Launchpad 1 corridor, you just have to go through that door with the blue rocket on it, I think. Wait, that door. It looks awfully familiar. Good eye there, boss. This is the door Clay and Mr. Starbuck used during their escape from the Launchpad. And that explains it. The fingerprint system has been deactivated, so I think we can just pass through. Now come on, let's go. Autonomous Sykes is fine. Huh? What was that all about? I thought I would better get fired up twice as much to make up for Apollo being gone. For starters, I thought I would imitate him. So you were doing a voice workout, huh? Yup, you have to push your voice up from the pit of your stomach. Hold it. There's a contradiction in the witness's statement. You are really serious about this. Objection. You are lying. The true culprit is the judge. What? Then who's going to hand down the verdict? Oh, I didn't think of that. So what do you think we should do next? Oh, that's right. What is it, Athena? I just remembered I forgot to go running today. I was so taken up with what happened to Apollo it slipped my mind. That wasn't what I was asking. Let's go to the Wright Anything Agency. Who's that clanker? December 19, Cosmos Space Center. Launchpad 1 corridor. So this is it, huh? This is the corridor that the two of them used in their escape. Yup, this is the only thing connecting Launchpad 1 with the main building. What if it isn't the only one? I see police tape down at the other end. Guess we won't be looking at the Launchpad. After the explosion, this whole corridor must have been filled with smoke. And the Launchpad itself was probably a sea of flames. Must have been pretty scary for them. Now, where could Detective Fulbright be? Hey, I think that's him over there. What should I do? Which path is the path of justice? He seems to be lost. That's funny. This corridor straight shot. Huh? Oh, it's you lawyer people. Welcome to the Space Center. Enjoying a relaxing day off, are you? Here for a little rocket sightseeing? We are here to investigate the scene, same as you. Do you have any info to share? Boss, if he acts all reluctant to give us information, we hit him with the whatever shall we do act. I'm sure he'll fall for it. Got it? Now we're trying to catch the unruly family dog here or something. Info on the case, huh? Alright, glad to share some with you. Huh? What just happened? Detectives and lawyers seeking truth and justice side by side. I like it. Just take whatever you want from me, you info bandits. I'm in a generous mood today. I don't know. There's something weird about Detective Fulbright today. Well, we need information, so let's run with it. If you say so. Oops. Something for the lost and found, I'll be sure to take care of it. No. This is an important piece of evidence. Okay, provide the security. Something for When the explosions occurred, everyone was on the verge of panic. But the important thing is that no one from the general public was hurt, and it was all thanks to the evacuation effort we headed up. After that, you escaped the building yourself as well, right? Me escape? Nonsense! I wanted to run straight over the blasts. It was the other detectives who stopped me. We gotta get you to somewhere safe, sir, they said. I know you wanted to help, but it sounds like you were adding work to your fellow officers. Something for the lost and found. The victim went to all the trouble to save the defendant. And then he was mercilessly killed. Is there no justice in this world? Justice was trampled underfoot that day. That's right. Acts of justice and selflessness are not always rewarded. It pains me to say, but I've come to realize the truth in that recently. Sounds like he and his personal philosophy are going through a midlife crisis. About this shit. The victim went to all the trouble to save that fucking idiot. Fuck. Something for the... how about my attorney's badge? Something for the lost and found. yeah. Okay, crime scene. Detective Fulbright, could you give us permission to investigate the crime scene? There's an officer on guard and we can't get in. Oh, whatever shall we do? That's an easy one. I let them know over there to let you in. Investigate to your heart's content. Take a week if you need it, a month even. Shall I have some snacks delivered? One of my men gives a mean neck rub. No, that's okay, but thanks. Definitely not the Fulbright I know. Wait, Phoenix knows the Fulbright? Like how many? In the first case he wasn't even there, I think. We only got to know Fulbright in the second. And that was Athena and Apollo, Athena. Case 3 was Athena, Apollo. Dude, this game is so all over the place. Detective Fulbright is actually sickeningly sweet. It's kind of gross, actually. Do you think he hit his head or something? Who knows? Whatever the case, it's making our lives way easier. You were here at the Space Center at the time of the incident, weren't you, Detective? That's right. I was here on a security assignment. Police are required to secure rocket launches now? I didn't know that. Yes. Well, you know us, to serve and protect. Ha 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 ha. The explosions occurred while I was here on duty, so I started leading the evacuation. He's leaving out a lot of details, but okay. Could you tell us more about what happened? Of course. A bomb went off on the second floor in the main building. Right after that, the one over in Launchpad 1 also blew sky high. So I immediately instructed visitors and employees to evacuate to the shelter. The shelter? That's right, there's an evacuation shelter in the basement of the Space Center. It's there for accidents and emergencies and the like. So where were you when the first bomb went off? I was on duty on the 4th floor. It was quite a madhouse, I tell you. The elevator wasn't working on account of the explosion. And the stairs on the second floor were destroyed, so we couldn't go that way. Then wasn't it impossible to get down to the basement? That's what I was thinking. No, we lowered an emergency ladder from the 4th floor window and escaped that way. It was a folding ladder, so it was very stable, but at least it reached the ground. After I secured the ladder, I left to take another look around for any other survivors. Once everyone has got out safely, I made my way down too and headed to the shelter. Wow, what an ordeal. But climbing down on emergency ladders kinda sounds fun. Thank you for your answers, Detective. They were very helpful. Just a moment, I have some more information to share with you. But don't Prosecutor Blackwell, okay? Wow, and Prosecutor Blackwell usually has you on a short leash too. Well, never mind that. I thought you should know that there was a witness. Could you tell us more about this witness? Sure thing. The witness was a Space Center employee who was on the 4th floor. While she was climbing down, she looked through a window into the 3rd floor lounge. So, she was looking into the crime scene from the outside? That's right, it was just a matter of chance that she saw something important. Now that I know what she saw exactly yet, though. Now that I know what she saw exactly. You don't, but that's the most important thing of all. Oh, don't you worry, I get around to interviewing her soon enough. She should still be somewhere here in the Space Center, you might even run into her. A 4th floor employee. Alright, thanks for the info, Detective Fulbright. I'm gonna blow my nose because it's really annoying me now. Gee, you sure are being cooperative, Detective. Little too cooperative, even. Yes, well, actually, Something you can talk about? Yes, something like that. Anyway, never mind, don't worry about me. Well, I'll be on my way now. What was that all about? Something is definitely going on. I'm going to get it out of him the next time I see him. Okay, I'm not sure he'd talk about it though. Well, we have permission to investigate now. Let's head back to the boarding lounge. December 19, Cosmos Space Center boarding lounge. Oh, you two. Detective Fulbright has granted you permission to investigate. He also said I should bring you some snacks or give you a neck rub too if you would like. Oh, that's alright, but thank you for the offer. Well, time to roll up our sleeves and start investigating. Now let's see, where's the diagram again? So this lounge is on the 3rd floor of the main building. And according to Apollo, this is where he believes the 3rd party killed his friend. Well, let's stop the recap and start looking for traces of this 3rd person then. Read my mind, Otena. We make that our first priority. There's just one problem though. This room is just so big. Don't worry, we can use this to help us. A Space Center pamphlet for tourists? Yup, picked it up at the entrance. The maps inside should come in handy. Let's see. Yup, here it is, a map of the lounge. This is the door we went through to talk to Detective Wright. Oh yeah, that's the door with the fingerprint recognition lock. Well, I guess this map will make things a little easier. Yeah, no more excuses, let's track down the third person. Wait, there's just one more thing. What's that strange creature moving around outside the window? Oh boss, it's just a holographic image. Oh yeah, I knew that. Ooh, that's a relief. There should be a button somewhere in this room to turn the image on and off. That's what it says in the pamphlet anyway. The only reason you're so eager to start is so that you can push the button, isn't it? And what's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? Let's just look for a button while we are looking for clues. Alright, fine, let's get investigating. Can I examine this fucker? At first glance it looks like a peaceful landscape. Then there's that creature. Didn't Hope probe go to some planet? Maybe this is what its surface looked like. I don't know, I think it would have made the news if they discovered a creature like that. It did make quite a bit of news though when the probe came back. Yeah, but that the Hope probe didn't even go to a planet, it went to an asteroid. That's a big rock kind of thing, even aliens can't live there. These are apparently oxygen capsules. They are for recovery after a training session. I wonder if they can change your voice. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Huh? It didn't do a thing. Oh, it's not helium, no, it's oxygen. I'm gonna do something experimental. I have my microphone in my hand, but I'm sitting back. Oh, it's not helium, no, it's oxygen. That's some pretty futuristic looking furniture over there. According to the pamphlet, those are no ordinary chairs. They are like amusement park teacup rides. You can power them yourself, it says. If you spin the table, your chair spins too. Why would anybody want to have something like that there? It's for astronauts who have trouble with the device on the ceiling. No vertical spins. It says it's a training device that's easy on the eyes and on the body. Can a person really call themselves an astronaut if they can't handle a 0G? Yeah, fucking pussies. Fucking pussies. Fucking pussies. Oh, a mirror. How thoughtful of them to put one here. Thoughtful? So the ladies can fix their makeup. One's appearance is just as important in space as it is on Earth, you know. You never know when you're going to run into some other life form after all. I doubt anybody who thinks like that would ever become an astronaut in the first place. Get wrecked. So it looks like there are 3 doors that lead in and out of this room. Well, let's check. Drum roll please. Ta-da, the space at the pamphlet. We are here at this place that says boarding lounge 1. Here are the 3 doors. Let's go them lefty, righty and downy. People usually say west, east and south in a case like this, you know. Details. Let's go them authoritarian, left, right and libertarian, right, left. It is not even a compass. Whatever. That door with the rocket icon leads to Launchpad 1. Autotarian? Is that really how you fucking say this shit? Autotarian. I know because it says here on the map Launchpad 1 corridor. So that's where we were with the detective. It was filled with smoke after the explosion. Right, next up. The right hand side of the map, or east in your word. That's the door with the satellite dish icon to signify communication, aka the control room. Yup, it definitely says control room. Looks like it has another door to the opposite side. They communicate and exchange information with rockets and probes in space from there. So it's the center of the space center. The space center, if you will. There's this fucking guy on Instagram I've seen like a few times where he reacts to videos and he speaks so fucking fast it makes zero sense. It's like a fucking retard actually. Because everybody started to talk like Director Cosmos. I don't know, like watching a video. I can't even parody the guy. It's so fucking stupid. Everybody started to talk like the Director Cosmos after they have been here for a while. But it seems that they built a new command center on the 6th floor. It's like watching a video. Protein, optimal for intake. That's what they used for the Hat -2 mission, so this control room was empty at the time. I always wanted to see the inside of a mission control room, and since we are here, I would love to do that too. But it doesn't look like we are able to. They want to keep curious kids like you out. So the door is protected with fingerprint recognition, only the director can go through. With that much security, I'm definitely not the one they are looking to keep out at all. So apparently the lock is also hooked up to the backup generator in case of emergencies. Control room door lock. Okay. 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 Okay, what about the last door? Gravity fucking pulls. Okay. Except it doesn't pull shit. It's not pulling, it's pressing. This lower door, oh excuse me, I mean south door, it leads to the elevators. This is the door we came through when we entered this room, right? Yup, and of course there was no fingerprint recognition device, so it's open to anyone. But the elevators weren't working at the time due to the explosion. Well, that's about it for the 3 musketeers of the boarding lounge. Thanks, understanding the layout of the lounge should help us understand the case. I still don't understand. That's why I thought we would be better have a good grasp of where all the doors go. I don't think it matters. A bright purple sky, plenty of greenery and tranquil lake. The idyllic scene stretches on as far as our eye can see. The eye can see. It's beautiful, but it lacks something to make it truly captivating. I see. Totally pointless information. Thank you, Phoenix Wright. Thank you. Thank you, Phoenix Wright. Thank you so much. No matter how I look at it, all I can think of is torture device. But I guess it's a training device for getting used to zero gravity. Uh-oh, Athena has an odd glint in her eye. Is she thinking about trying that thing out? I should try to stop her, but I'm afraid she just must outmuscle me. Hey, Mr. Wright, look at that up there. Some kind of fragment? It's stuck in tight. Oh, so that's what the glint was all about. The color looks familiar. I think it's part of the oxygen tank. I think you're right, but if that's there, it means Clay's tank ruptured after they arrived at the boarding lounge. The prosecutor Blackpill's theory that Mr. Starbuck dropped Clay down the ladder must be wrong. This proves that both of the astronauts were alive when they reached the boarding lounge. So Apollo was right, the scene of the murder was on the lounge bed. Way to go, Apollo. A window, and it's right next to the holographic image too. Okay, I had enough of holding the fucking microphone. I'm gonna sit up instead. But it's here to help people to the stark contrast between reality and virtual reality. Way off it says emergency ventilation, you know, to clear smoke from a fire. See, it's pointing out the virtual insanity of reality. What in the shit? Oh, what the fuck is that? Can I go there? Can I please go there? So this is where they discovered Clay. Yeah, he was already dead when they found him. Let's take a look at the photo. Oh. Why the need to take off his fucking sleeve? Where did that go? So he was stretched out like this, and Han was the kind of thing that looks like a thermos. That's the thing that the prosecutor Blackwell mentioned when I was in court with Apollo. He said that it contains asteroid samples. Alright, Detective Cosmos mentioned something about that too, didn't he? That they were brought back only 5 days ago by the probe that the Dash-1 launched. I wonder what they look like. Do you think they let us see? Let's think about that after we have solved the case, okay? Oops. I mean, to be fair, I gotta say the Citra emulation, despite this have to go with the touchpad, it's fine, it's manageable. What is this shit? Here's another amazing piece of equipment. Walk on the surface of the moon, it says. Oh boy, I wanna try it. Gravity is weak on the moon, so I bet I could do mid-air somersaults. We are still on Earth, remember, besides it's connected to the ceiling. Well, at least I could jump really high. There's a sign on the wall that very clearly says don't jump too high. Then what good is this thing? Didn't I say in the beginning walk on the surface of the moon? What's this? A trapdoor? It's a trash chute. The cleaning robots, clankers, throw the garbage out from here. The robots do the cleaning? What a futuristic world we live in. I just hope they don't revolt like they do in science fiction movies. Oh, they will. No way, all the robots here are very nice. Actually, wasn't there one in the Launchpad 1 corridor? We can go say hi to it if you want. Oh, I wanna do that actually. No, nothing special here. Really? Something in there? Hey, I see something shining down there. Let's take this cover off then. What's this? It looks like a metal jelly bean. It's very small, but it's a bullet. It's only about 2 to 3 millimeter in diameter. Let's see, that would make the caliber 10? Caliber refers to the diameter of a gun's barrel, right? Yeah, but I've never heard of a 10 caliber gun before. This bullet must be from a special kind of gun. I bet if you tried firing a bullet this small with a regular sized gun, it would just fall right out. Yeah, it must have been a really small gun. I wonder how the bullet ended up here? I mean, we are in the bottom left of the south door inside of the room according to this map. That's pretty far from where Clay's body was. Maybe the police didn't think to look here? Yeah, leave it to Detective Fulbright to accidentally hand us just the card we need. Okay, bullet. We have the bullet now. Amazing. Oh, fucking amazing. Okay, let's get out of here. What else is there? I mean, bro. Stop with the cap. I wonder what this big knob is for. It looks like the knob is on a stove. Well, it's the same shape, but I think that's where the similarity is, and I mean, it's behind the glass pane. What kind of stove would require knob security like this? Well, the knob is straight up and down, so if it was for a stove, the burner would be off. Right, if it was for the stove. Still, I wonder what it's really for. Something turned on by a knob that's not a stove. How about a rocket engine? If you had to start the engine here, the rocket would take off before you could get in. And I guess all we can say for now is that it's a mystery knob. Yep. So this is the fingerprint recognition device. I guess you put your hand in this. Why guess when you can try? Now to line my hand up with the outline. Don't Tatiana, this thing is related to the case. Get your prints all over that and the next thing you know you'll be named the suspect. How can you be so cruel to a little girl like me? I'm not buying those tears, Missy. Let's see, this door is... where's that pamphlet? Here we are. Is the door to the corridor that leads to Launchpad 1. We went through it earlier when we went to talk to Detective Wright. I guess the security lock must be disengaged now, right? They say the corridor was filled with smoke at the time of the bombing. This thing beside the door, this must be the fingerprint recognition device. Which reminds me, I think Prosecutor Blackler talked about it at the end, at the trial. The notion of a third party in Launchpad 1 is utterly absurd. Just to enter the area from the lounge, one must pass through a door guarded by a fingerprint recognition device. And allow me to state up front that there are precious few with the clearance to do so. Then does this mean that the bomber's prints were verified by the system? But the number of authorized personnel was supposed to be really small. Voila, fingerprint powder. I bought it just in case something like this came up. Found it at the office. I have been just itching for a chance to use it. But way to think ahead. Now let's dust the fingerprint recognition device and see what we can find. You got it. Now to sprinkle some here and little over there and... Let's see what we have here. Oh, we got something. Oh, it's only a single set of prints. Isn't that a good thing? Sure wish we could figure out whose prints these are. Although I doubt we'll be so lucky as to get the culprit's prints on the first try. But I'm willing to bet that Detective Fulbright has some fingerprint data. Right, and there's the security footage of this door too. Yes, here it is. It came up in court the other day. I wish we could see the part of the footage just after this bit. Oh, and because that would be right before the murder, wouldn't it? Let's ask the detective. With the mood he's in, he'll probably show it to us right away. Yeah, he's almost too good of a mood today. Let's go see if we can find him again once we are done with this room. I wish we were done with this fucking room. What else is there, bro? What else is there? Camera? This must be the security camera that recorded the astronauts being in that escape. Well, let's commemorate this occasion with a love and peace. If you're done now, shall we move on? Yeah, okay, but just one more for the road. Peace. Very mature. So what is this? Can't I go now? Examine? I examined everything, bro. What else is there? Incubators? Yeah, I checked that one shit. No, not even that door. What the fuck? I checked everything, bro. Oh. There's some kind of panel with two buttons on it here. Just push it, that's the invariable principle of buttons. There are such things as buttons left unpushed. Hey, the giant holographic image disappeared. Yeah, though that side of the wall seems kind of boring without it now. Still, let's see if we can find anything new with the images off. With the holographic image off, the screen is completely black, which for some reason makes me think of losing an argument to prosecute Blackwell in court. But at least it's got my brain revved up. I come up with my best ideas at time like these. What? That's it? You're fucking with me, bro! What the f... Oh, okay. Fucking finally, bro. Well, okay, I think that was a bullet fired from here. Hey, Mr. Wright, take a look at this. It looks like a bullet hole. Great find, Otena. It's pretty big. Whoever fired this shot must have been using a pretty large gun. I really think so. Based on my experience, I would say it was fired from a regular pistol. Well, whatever size it was, somebody fired a gun in here, right? Apparently this is an important fact. Do you see a bullet anywhere? No, the police might have taken it though. What do you mean, do you see a bullet in? We found it! Let's ask Detective Wright about this bullet hole later. Are we done? Please, 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 are we done? Clanker, welcome to the Space Center, guests. Welcome! Yikes, what in the world? My name is Ponko. Ponko! Are you sightseeing? Are you lost? Are you looking around? Choose one. I guide you. It's a robot? I'm not a robot. I'm Ponko. Psychological observation and navigation companion. Ponko. Ponko. Well, I'm glad we got that cleared up. Oh, Ponko, I missed you. Huh? Do you know this thing, Otena? Do you know this clanker? She showed us around the last time when I came here with Apollo. Oh, you're such a good girl, Ponko. That's a good girl. Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm so happy, so very happy. Wow, a guide robot. That's pretty cool. My name is Phoenix Wright. Nice to meet you. I don't know you. I don't know you. Huh? Ouch. That hurt. Oh, she has to register people she meets for the first time. Please register him, Ponko. Certainly. Commencing guest registration. Please tell me your name. A nickname is fine too. His name is Phoenix. A bit overly familiar, but I allow it. Phoenix, please let me get a good look at your face. Oh, sure. Registering. Facial registration sequence complete. Silicon Valley dreams here. We are now officially friends. Nice to meet you, Phoenix. This clanker is pretty cute. You made a friend, boss, isn't it great? Phoenix, Otena, allow me to guide you. Right this way. Oh goody. Let's go, boss. Go where? JAXA. Cosmos Space Center Space Museum. Damn. Oh wow, what is this place? Is that rocket real? Welcome, welcome. The Space Museum is open to the public every day of the year from 9 AM to 7 PM. Learn about the history of our nation's space development and the Het-1 project. The rocket is just a replica, but it's the same size as the real one. The Space Museum. Oh, here it is on the map. Okay, so it's on the exact opposite side of the main bearing from Launchpad 1. Ask me anything. Anything, I will explain. Hey, how about this? I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know anything about that. Oh, okay, no problem. I'm so sorry, I wasn't helpful. I try to do better in the future, please don't hate me. This poor clanker, I feel bad for asking. This is quite the place, guys. Yes! Clanker has emerged in 2025 as a widely used derogatory slur of pejorative against robots and artificial intelligence. They actually cite this fucking thing as a slur. What the fuck? Has become cover for racist TikTok skits. What the fuck? I actually can't, because I was gonna say like, oh surely, because when there's like a video in which someone stomps ants and somebody writes, "Poor fucking ants," you just know that there's gonna be like a discontent against the usage of clanker. It's gonna be classed as a slur. It's so fucking stupid. This word is so retarded, bro. I mean, it's funny. It's funny. Clanker. Oh, because it's like, you know, making fun of the real life thing. But it's a skit, it's a meme. The term provides cover for actual racism. Content creators have noted that what started as a joke about robots often attracts comments using the term as a direct parallel to real-world racial epithets. Oh, of course. Of course it does that. Many users, especially in Star Wars fandom and gaming communities like Helldivers, view it as a light-hearted joke. Because it is. Genuine frustration. Some use it as a rallying cry against automation that they feel is replacing human jobs and making daily life more difficult. Yes, because now whenever you type in something to Google, it doesn't come up with the results. It comes up with like Gemini AI, and Gemini AI gets fed from everywhere that can either be false or straight up wrong. But it's also like right 99% of the time. Sorry, 50% of the time, because let's say type in Mafia PS2, can you get a bot rover? It will say yes, because it doesn't count it in that in PS2 you cannot do that. So it's like pulling data out of somewhere, but it's not exactly right. Change my view. Clanker went from being sort of a funny to being an inclusive version of the M word really fast. I see. Humans are not censoring other humans to protect feelings of AI bots. The word clanker is not banned by many organizations on subreddits and Discord servers. Why? Because they view clanker as a derogatory term for AI. But what in the fucking world? AI doesn't have feelings, bro. What the fuck is with this? Peak stupidity. Just gonna send a GIF now. Find the perfect one. That's funny. I never thought I would see the day when you can't. Oh, God forbid you joke about actual robots that don't have feelings. God forbid. And somebody, of course, somebody draws the parallel to real life problems. Of course, jokes are always real life problems. They will always be real life problems. Anyways, this is quite the place. I can't believe we get to see a rocket this up close. This is a replica of the Het-1 that was launched 7 years ago. Sorry? Did I close this? Okay, I did. It's exactly like the real Het-1 inside and out. JAXA. Its little brother, the Het-2, was supposed to launch the other day. I wonder if Ponko knows why the launch was cancelled. Over there is an exhibit about the launch 7 years ago. Check it out, check it out. Spacesuits, photos, newspaper articles. I would like to come here again on a day off. Hey, what's this photo of? What's this photo of? Okay, I know already who the killer is. I can't. Oh, the mouse. Okay, the girl with the purple hair. That's gonna be the killer. 100%, or the other girl. Phoenix does the standoff. The Het-1 project. Oh, there's Mr. Starbuck. He looks so young and so different. Ah, and that's... What is it, Athena? Is something wrong? Oh, nothing. I just thought Mr. Starbuck looked really young too, that's all. But it was 7 years ago after all. Young guy standing next to Mr. Starbuck. Is Clay Terran the victim? So they were mentor and partner J even way back then. And he's even got one of the staff jackets. He looks like just a regular staff member. No, Clay was still a student then. He just borrowed one of Solomon's old jackets. Okay, that makes sense. Clay would have still been in high school 7 years ago. Everybody looks so happy. Let me have some Kofola. The Space Museum is great. What fantastic exhibits. This area used to be the launch pad too. That's why the only entrance is on the first floor. Wouldn't it be better if they just made a new ground floor entrance instead? There was talk of it, but they had to scrap their plans because of the budget cuts. Budget cuts, budget cuts, we need more money, money! Who would record that kind of information into a guide robot? While I was in space, the Head-1 launched a probe called Hope. The Hope probe collected some samples from an asteroid and returned 5 days ago. That's what Director Cosmos said too. He told us it came back the day before Clay was killed. And here it is, the Hope space probe. Yeah, as I said, that's a probe. I think I've seen the logo somewhere here before. Let's see, oh yeah, the capsule that the victim was carrying. I think it had the same logo. I think it can be seen in the photo attached to the autopsy report. Maybe she give me some more info if I show it to her. How about that? Punko, do you recognize this capsule here in the top right? Checking registered data. I know, is the Hope capsule. Doesn't even mention the corpse. It was carried inside the Hope probe. It contained the asteroid samples, right? Yes, it was designed to store the samples gathered by the Hope probe. It's been stored in the safe in Launchpad 1 ever since it returned to Earth. It must not be removed, it must not be removed. Don't worry, Ponko, the people in charge already know what happened. They do? They do? I must ask them later. So the capsule was being kept in Launchpad 1, huh? Maybe Clay was trying to carry it to safety after the explosion. The Space Center staff must have been really excited to finally get the capsule back. But it's a pity this incident occurred before they got a chance to check the contents. Well, the police took it as evidence, so they have to wait a little longer. Hope capsule added to the court report. Okay. Back to mouse. I actually do enjoy the mouse. The way the Space Center, like the slitter screen can be used, it's so good. Oh, my only problem is that when I do this, it switches resolutions. So I can't use anything to fill up the black space, it's pointless. I mean, what would be nice if I played like this, but this screen is pointless to be in the center of that. And I try setting it up, like stretching the image, it doesn't do anything. Or I mean, what I could do here, is there even options? Core options. Manage core options. So yeah, resolution scale, but this is the resolution. You can set up like a different res. 3ds system mode, 3ds. Whatever, it doesn't matter, guys. I mean, I've already done like 10 recordings of this already. What I should be doing is playing the remake, or the remaster I mean, but no can do. Maybe I'm gonna play the case DLC on that one point. The way the Space Center Launchpad setup is really cool. Would you like me to tell you about it? Would you? The setup of the Launchpad? Go gentle on my spiky head, mind. I wanna know. Phoenix wants to know too. Great, now Otena's got a case of Ponkoitis. Ponkoitis? Hooray, I will tell you then. The rocket is built right inside the launchpad structure. When the rocket is complete, it's moved along with the launchpad over the rails. And brought into position at the launch site. Huh. Isn't it cool, isn't it? We used to have a big budget, so that's how we could build it all. It's very cool. A grand setup that suits an important place like the Space Center. I guess everyone is hoping for a bigger budget next year, myself included. I'm guessing the voting is operated from the control room, huh? That it is, but it can also be operated from the new command center too. Either way, the safety lock in the boarding lounge has to first be disengaged. I guess before a big move like that can be carried out, there are all kinds of procedures. I would love to see the launch pad being moved. When's the next one scheduled for? Searching data? All future plans have been put on hold. Because of the bombing and the murder, I bet. Which is perfectly understandable. Well, when was the last time it was moved? Searching data? I'm sorry, that answer isn't in my answer database. I guess Ponko can only answer certain questions. Well, we certainly learned a lot about the Space Museum. Thank you, Ponko. You explained everything very well. I love to explain. Thank you for listening. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You two are all friends. It's hard to believe you just met recently. It's because Ponko is so friendly. Well, what should we investigate next? Let's go find Detective Wright. We have things to ask him about. Let's see the security footage and the fingerprint data, was it? Okay, then let's go back to the launchpad 1 corridor. Bye, Ponko. See you later. Come again, and don't forget to visit the gift shop. Poor Ponko, what a Dickensian life we are all forced to lead. Bye, Clanker. Do. Stop, Clanker. The day when it becomes illegal to use the word Clanker, I just stopped streaming altogether. What should I do? Which path is the path of justice? There's Detective Wright. He still seems to be lost, even though it's a straight corridor. Let's hope he's still in the cooperative mood as well then. If he doesn't cooperate, then I just have to use my powers on him. You mean that lady in distress bit? You mean Damsel? We found a bullet hole in the wall at the crime scene. You did? Our team found that too. So Detective Arme who fired that bullet. Detective Arme? That's right, a warning shot for the defendant. Was it really such a high threat situation that she needed to do that? I'm afraid I don't know the details. What with the Detective Arme gun and all. But I thought there were two people who discovered the crime scene together. You already know the director Cosmos will testify, so tomorrow maybe about what he knows. Hey, you're pretty smart. That's exactly what we are planning to serve as the main course. I hope it goes down easy. Oh, sorry guys for the fucking burping. I just can't stop. I really shouldn't eat anything before recording. Detective, we would like to run a comparison on some prints we found in the boarding lounge. Oh yes, I just happen to have compiled the print data of everyone related to this case. I can always make another copy for myself, so it's all yours, consider it a gift. This is quite a bit of a data. Well, when I said everyone, I meant it. Prosecutor Blackbeard said to dig deep, so that's what I did. It sure took a while though. Whoa, he got Apollo and my prints? He even got prints for all of the robots? I guess when Blackwell said go dig deep, Fulbright didn't bother to ask how deep. Oh, Clay's fingerprints are here too. I personally removed his glove during the investigation. Oh, he did it. Right. He had to get his fingerprints to confirm his identity after all. I still can't believe he took off his glove to get his fingerprints. How else would you do that? Yeah, well, you can't blame me for thinking they are important in this case. There are a lot of doors that require fingerprint verification in the lounge. So depending on whose prints we find, it can completely change the tide for both sides. Makes sense, after all, the culprit's prints did get them past the fingerprint lock somehow. Oh, and take this picture, it might come in handy. Isn't this just a photo of the launchpad one door? Yup, but the prosecutor Blackfish seemed really interested in it for some reason. What's so important about this door? It's me, but boy, could you see the gears in his head go into hyperdrive at it? Sounds like this is going to be a major point of contention tomorrow. Hey, don't forget about the print comparison. Okay, I don't know what's so important about the door just yet. Alright, Detective Fulbright, do you think you could run the test for us right now? You just leave it to me. In justice we trust. Okay, here we go. But it looks like it was Mr. Starbuck who opened that security door. He must have opened it when they went to go board the rocket. His heart must have been full of hopes and dreams for his space adventure right then. Okay, Mr. Starbuck. Something for a lost and found. Detective, about the security footage that was taken by boarding lounge 1 camera. Oh, that footage? Go ahead and ask me anything you would like about it. Is there any way I could see a little more of the part just after this? Easiest by it would. I would be glad to show you. Here we go. Huh? The screen went blank. Yes, apparently the after effects of the explosion damaged the wires. But there's no footage after this point. Why didn't you just say so from the beginning? Something definitely seems to be up with you, detective. You are unusually cooperative. Well, I just figure if we work together, we get that much closer to justice. But it seems like something's really been bothering you. You don't have some ulterior motive, do you? What? I don't know what you're talking about. I would never do anything like that. Oh. It's been a while, but those are definitely psyche locks. Did you just mouth psyched? Is there something I should be psyched about? No, psyche lock. Psych lock? Psych! It's a system flaws on the secrets in the person's heart. I can see when people are trying to hide those secrets by using the power of the Magatama. Presenting evidence can break those locks and reveal any secrets they are hiding. Mr. Wright, how much did they bilk you out of for that piece of rock? If you have been swindled, I know some lawyers I can introduce you to. I'm more than capable of representing myself, thank you very much. It isn't some kind of fraud, it really works. Friend gave it to me a long time ago, very cheap by the way. But I guess seeing is believing, allow me to show you. I can use the Magatama only by touching it X.
Take that!
Why are you being cooperative? I think you're hiding something, detective, so why don't you just tell us about it? What to do? Which path is the path of justice? Detective Fulbright is really in agony. I bet this is the issue he's so torn up over. Love. Justice. I really understand what's been bothering you, detective. I truly do. Something happened that goes against your principles, isn't that right? No, I don't know what you're talking about. Until the explosions occurred, everything was just fine. Is that a fact? Yup, peaceful as peaceful can be, everyone whistling a happy tune as they did their job. You never saw a more relaxed guard detail for a routine rocket launch. I don't think the guard detail was as relaxed as you claim as long as this exists. Before the explosions, what was supposed to happen here was rocket launch. And yet security was so tight they even brought in special task force. Yeah, I would hardly describe that as relaxed guard detail. Now hold on just one moment. The entire nation had their eyes on this extremely important rocket launch. That's why I was called in on a special security detail. As versatile as you are, I can certainly believe that's true. But I say it's very strange that this person will be part of the detail from the outset. What?
Take that!
Detective Orbe specialized in bomb cases. The fact that she was here on hand means that you people knew there was some kind of possibility that the bombing would occur. You got me, Mr. Wright. What you can see. Alright, I concede. You win. It's just as you say. A few days before the launch, they were warned about a potential bombing, but the plan to launch went ahead in spite of the threat. But why? What were they planning to do if someone got hurt or killed? Yeah, I know. The decision to move forward wasn't exactly just, was it? How was the warning delivered? By phone and directly to Director Cosmos. But the police department instructed everybody to keep it under wraps. That's a big thing to keep quiet about, no wonder you were so upset. But it's not only that, I have been distraught about Prosecutor Blackwell as well. Prosecutor Blackwell? Well, as his handler, I'm sure you have a lot of difficulties. That's not it. It's a question of justice. I've been wondering about it, about why he's allowed to stand in court. The reason he's still prosecuting Detective Fulbright. Please tell us everything you know. Well, talking to you folks about it would definitely be breaking the rules. Never mind that, what are rules but things to be broken, right? Well, to tell you the truth, having a prisoner act as a prosecutor is highly irregular. I think we guessed that much. So why is it being allowed? I have been wondering and wondering about it. So you weren't told why either, huh? No, I guess the order came from pretty high up the ladder. Yeah, it would have to have. Prosecutor Blackwell told me once. The hunt I've been on for the phantom of 7 years past continues even still. $7 years past? A Phantom, huh? And not one of the friendly variety either, I gather? Haunted, oh, not haunt. This phantom was 7 years past. Any idea who or what he was talking about? Not a clue. But he seems to think that this phantom is behind this whole incident somehow. Wait a minute, he thinks they may be connected to this case? Yup, this case has way too many similarities to what happened 7 years ago. For starters, the case that happened right here at this very space center too. And in both incidents, a threat was issued via telephone. So that's why the prosecutor Blackwood thinks this incident is the work of the Phantom? But that's not the entire reason. I mean, if you wanna talk about 7 years ago, that's when Prosecutor Blackwell was found guilty of murder. That messy case is what started the whole dark age of the law. So you see how this Phantom and Prosecutor Blackwell's conviction might be related? Yeah, I can see why he would think that. This incident and the Phantom, not to mention Blackwell's past. It's almost inconceivable that they would come to a head here. This might sound crazy, but Prosecutor Blackwell can't possibly believe Mr. Starbuck is this Phantom person, right? I mean, he was acting kinda strange during the last trial and all. The prosecution appears to be ready as well.
Silence.
Not yet. I'm not quite ready yet. Hmm? No, I doubt he thinks Mr. Starbuck is his Phantom. But I do get the feeling that he thinks the defendant has ties to them. Which is why he's acting so impatient. He's got a personal grudge against Mr. Starbuck. And that's not real justice. I always trusted in Prosecutor Blackwell's judgment until now. And this time I'm just so overwrought about it all. If he's lost his ability to think rationally, I'm afraid it might lead to a false conviction. I've never seen Detective Fulbright so tormented. This must be why he's so cooperative. Don't worry, that's exactly what we defense lawyers are working to prevent. I feel bad for Prosecutor Blackwell, but I'm going to be rooting for your team this time. But don't tell him that. You have to promise me you won't. Detective Fulbright, I guess I was wrong about you. I swore to reform Prosecutor Blackwell and make him a valued member of society again. So I can't just sit by and watch him give in to his emotions and tear the defendant apart. You are the only ones who can stop him in court. You really care and want what's best for Prosecutor Blackwell, don't you, Detective? Leave the courtroom to us. It's not like we won't get the verdict either. I was hoping you would say that. I'm really grateful to the two of you. To show my thanks, I give you another bit of information. It's about eyewitness. I saw her hanging around the Space Center entrance a little while ago. Really? Then let's go find her, Mr. Wright. Thanks to you two, I feel a lot better now that I've been able to get that off my chest. I'm going to work extra hard to find that perfect piece of evidence for you. In Justice We Trust on 3-1-2-3. In Justice We Trust. Okay, later. There he goes. Wait. Were we supposed to say In Justice We Trust back there too? Let's go see that witness now! Alright, the Space Center entrance it is. Can we please get to the trial, please? Please, with fucking cherry on top of it. December 19, Cosmos Space Center entrance. The witness must be around here somewhere. Oh no, another clanker. Hello, hello. Uh-oh. Don't tell me the witness is a robot? Hello, come here. Come over here. Hello, hello. Are you sightseeing? Are you lost? Are you... I'm Klonko. Klonko. Shall I guide you? I don't know why, but this robot is kind of freaking me out. Hey, you're not supposed to be wandering around, I guess. Oh, this is the killer again? I've had it with you, hunk of junk. from outside. Am I wondering when did that happen? Okay, welcome back, hunk of junk. You don't know how close you came. If you didn't snap out of it, I was going to put you on the curb on trash day. Nothing was better than a 42.5 degree karate chop. That's pretty specific. Excuse me, but are you the one who witnessed the murder? Oh, and I'm Phoenix Wright, the lead attorney for this case. How do you do? Big shot lawyers. Mara Blackwell. What? Mara Blackwell. I'm a researcher developing robots here at the Cosmos Space Center. Blackwell? Could she be? And this good-for-nothing robot is named Hunk of Junk. My name isn't Hunk of Junk, my name is Klonko, that's me, Miss Aura. Quit complaining, your mother number is Ponko-2. Yeah, Miss Aura, but Miss Aura, everyone calls me Klonko. Quit just squawking already. Squawking already. No, what are you doing? No, don't. There. I bet you won't be talking back now. I will obey completely. X, I better watch that. What wires across with this one? Can you present? Sup, here's my attorney's badge. Can you tell me anything about this piece of evidence? Even if I could, I wouldn't tell a fearful lawyer like you. What a pleasant response. Your last name is Blackwell? Do you have a relative in the legal profession? You are correct, Simon Blackwell, who used to be a prosecutor, is... Shut up, only speak when I order you to speak. Simon is my little brother, you know him? Yes, we met him in court a few times. Right, Otena? What a dull creature. Has her switch been turned off? Otena being shy? This is new. Oh yeah, I heard he was prosecuting again despite being a prisoner. Why doesn't he just stick to solving disputes among inmates in prison, right? Hey, what do you think, hunk of junk? Miss Aura, that hurts. I'm asking you a question, why didn't you answer me, useless hunk of junk? But Miss Aura, you told me to only speak when you ordered me to speak. I told you to never talk back to me. You are worth more as a scrap. Robot abuse, hawk attacks. Blackwell family life must be sure interesting. Well, do you have any other questions? Wait, of course you do, you're a lawyer. It's not like I'm on Simon's side or anything, I just want to get this over with. So, you're the person who witnessed this incident? That's right, I was on the 4th floor of the main building, in the robotics lab. The explosion disabled the elevators, so I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to, but it was such a pain, why couldn't they have used the ladders in the other rooms? It must have been a very troubling experience, probably best to just humor her here. Then, as I passed by the 3rd floor boarding lounge one window on my way down, I saw the crime as it happened. And that's about it. So you saw the crime as it happened, and that's about it? I see. Wait, what? You saw it being committed. There is no time to just nod and repeat. So you saw into the 3rd floor lounge. The very scene of the crime. That's right, there's a small window on the right hand side of the room. I looked through that from the outside. The room was pitch black, but I saw a shady figure holding a lighter in their left hand. And a knife in their right. That must have been the culprit. Did you see who the person was? Of course not, the power was out on the floor then, and there was only that tiny window. I see, but you did witness the moment of the murder? Yes, I saw the figure with the lighter raise their knife and... It happened at precisely 10 AM. Did you witness anything else? Did the killer have any distinguishing features? I already told you, it was pitch black in there. Although, I did notice that the lighter the person was had in their left hand had a pretty ornament on it. It looked like a planet. It was blue like the little Earth emblem. They had good taste in knickknacks anyway. Knickknacks anyway. An Earth emblem on the lighter, I better remember that. Thank you for your statement. Well, definitely prove Mr. Starbucks innocence with it. Yeah, right. I won't hold my breath. Pardon me? Oh, did I hurt your feelings? Sorry, I just detest lawyers, that's all. What don't you like about lawyers? It's just an instinctive dislike. But don't feel bad. I hate prosecutors even more. That didn't make me feel any better, actually. Why do you hate lawyers so much? Little thing from my past. The whole legal system is meaningless in the first place. I certainly don't agree. I mean, people are imperfect, they lie, they are influenced by silly emotions. You can't expect such imperfect creatures to uphold a reasonable system of law. I like robots much better, even sad sex like this one. Hey you, look alive there. Yes, yes, here I go. I am the ultimate robot with amazing eye operating vacuum and extremely heavy robots rule the world. Alright, that's enough out of you. You are getting a little too carried away. Huh? What was I doing? Yup, I like robots much better. At least you can make them any way you want them. Unlike humans, with their petty emotions and constant worries. How can you say such things? Feeling emotions, worrying about the things we care about, that's what makes us human. Well, the girl finally talks and she starts with a speech. That's what makes us human? You mean getting angry and snorting like that? Rational thought, that's what separates humans from animals. Unfortunately, your reasoning capabilities are more akin to that of a clever little monkey. But there's nothing to be ashamed of. It must be nice to have such a simple mind. Can I punch her, boss? Get a hold of yourself, Athena. Humans certainly are absurd. I said you were clever, didn't I, poor thing? Tell me, with people like you in charge, how can I possibly trust the legal system? So she distrusts not only lawyers and prosecutors, but the whole legal system. What in the world happened to this woman to make her so bitter? Wait, if she distrusts the entire legal system, then didn't she order the bombing of this and then the bombing of the court? It's so easy, I guess. Definitely the killer. Even if somebody important to me was killed. I would never wish to see their kid brought to trial, because I would much rather kill them myself. You can't be serious. That thing you're wearing around your neck. This? Around Athena's neck, does she mean widget? Oh, I get it. Well, well. Her Royal Highness has returned at last to her castle. Royal what? Is she talking about Athena? By the way, I heard the rumors. Our director is going to be the star witness in court tomorrow, right? Director Cosmos? Yes, that's right. You poor things, you better be careful. That old man is a big liar and a huge braggart. What? He might seem like Big Wig, but the center has all kinds of problems. He has a lot of skeletons in his closet. But it's your problem. So why should I care? What? That's it? No friendly tips? No good luck, guys? Just splendid. I leave you to your woes, common hunk of junk. said to me that she doesn't believe in our legal system anymore. She must have had a very bad experience to make her feel that way. Are you alright, Athena? You seem very down. I just can't believe she said all those things. Oh, she's really upset. Has she been trying not to let it show all this time? Well, I guess it's not all that surprising. You hear about fabricated evidence and false indictments on the news all the time. You mean that whole dark age of the law nonsense? I'm so sick of hearing about that. Yes, me too. Well, all we can do is believe in what we are doing. Yeah. You're right, boss. I agree. Maybe it's time we went back to see Mr. Starbuck. Good idea. We should tell him about the bullet and Mr. Blackwell's statement. Miss Blackwell's statement. Alright then. Next up, the detention center. The detention center. She's 37. Damn. Zam. She's 37. Zam. Okay. What the fuck? Detention center visitors room. 100% is gonna start with him sighing. My lawyers are here. It must be bad news. Hey, not necessarily. If we found a new witness. Researcher saw the moment of the murder through the lounge window during her escape. Really? So they are going to let me go? Unfortunately, it was dark and she couldn't identify the person. I should have known. My stars never align just right too. But we got a lead too, Mr. Starbuck. The murderer had a lighter with an Earth emblem on it. A lighter with an Earth emblem? That's me. Did you remember something? Yup, I sure did. Just a little bit though. Anything at all would be help, so please tell us what you remembered. I thought I was unconscious the whole time. But now I remember I woke up for a few brief moments. That's huge. Do you remember seeing anything? A lighter. I saw the flame of a lighter floating in the darkness. Good. What else did you see? What was nearby? It was definitely the boarding lounge, so it must have been after Clay carried me there. In the light from the flame, I saw a dark shadow flickering. Dark shadow. That must have been the third party we have been looking for. Thank you, Mr. Starbuck. You have been more help than you know. If you can prove there was this third person at the scene and they are the real killer, then you'll be cleared of all suspicion. The key will be whether or not we can identify this third person in court tomorrow. At least we have something to go on now, and that's a big plus. I should probably tidy the evidence up a bit before someone mistakes me for a hoarder. No! Now that we have a glimmer of hope, I'm suddenly starving. Why don't we go back to the office and treat ourselves to a big celebration in advance? For someone who's highly empathetic, you can be surprisingly unsympathetic. Unsympathetic. December 19, Wright anything agency. Literally anything. Oh no, why did we go back here? Can we just go to the trial, please? So you found your strategy for tomorrow's trial. How good for you, daddy. Well, it's one step forward anyway. Hopefully it will give us a fighting chance in court. As long as we can find out who this third person is. Now let's get something to eat. I'm starving. My vote is for Eldon's noodles. Oh no. Eldon. Oh, Apollo! What are you doing here? I didn't think the clinic was ready to release you yet. My wounds are fine and I'm done lying around. Apollo, you're supposed to be in bed. Leave the case to us. We take it from here. Thanks, but that's not an option. Not for me. Apollo. When I became a lawyer. Clay was the first person I showed this badge to. He was so happy for me, it was like he just became a lawyer himself. You two were really great friends, weren't you? Yeah, but we were rivals too. We fought to see who would make their dreams come true first. But now, Apollo. You shouldn't underestimate your injuries, Apollo, and I don't want you overdoing it. I'm fine, I'm not in pain anymore. Besides, they just gave me an IV at the clinic. An IV isn't a cure-all, mommy man. Mommy man. Anyway, just tell me how the case is going. Have you guys made any progress? A suspicious figure was spotted at the scene. We think they must be the real killer. A suspicious figure. Right. I thought you would be happier than that. Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm happy. And I fully intend to see Clay's murderer apprehended. Absolutely nothing will get in the way of that. Clay was your best friend, right, Apollo? That's right, best friend since junior high. Sounds like me and Junie. So what was Clay like? Well, he was full of compassion and energy, and he had a really loud voice. If the two of you did voice training together now, I bet you would break a few windows. You know, I bet you're right. I'm just a bit confused. What sort of hat is this? Like the ones that some people have at the poker match? It seems like only yesterday. Clay was a guy who lived his dreams. We used to talk about it a lot. He was going to be an astronaut and me a lawyer. We would talk well into the night, and even then we never grew tired of it. Apollo, about that jacket. It's his, probably. Oh, it's Clay's. I knew it. It's a special jacket that was only issued to members of the Hat Project. If he was finally able to get one of his own once he was selected for Hat 2 mission. He always looked so proud wearing it. But just when his dream was finally coming true, I still can't believe it. Damn it, it's not fair. Apollo, I hope you don't try to carry the burden all alone. I guess we were both unlucky. My own debut was a disaster. I guess you're right on some level. That trial a year and a half ago wasn't exactly the smoothest of starts. That was a rough time for me, but Clay refused to let me quit. You're fine, he would say. Don't give up. It was right during the screening exams too. I couldn't have become a full-fledged lawyer without him. That you are fine of his is why I'm still standing here today. You're fine. Huh? I'm fine. I'm fine, you're fine. We are like we're like your catchphrases, weren't they? Something like that. Sure brings back memories. When we were in junior high, Clay's mom passed away in an accident. Good memories. He brings this shit up. But he wouldn't show his sadness to anyone. One night, I found him crying all alone in the school courtyard. Sob. Mom. Mom. Get away, Apollo. Don't come over here. Sob. Clay, listen to me. I don't have a mother either. What? I always think everybody else has a mom. Why am I the only one? But you know, when I start to feel that way, I yell at the top of my lungs. I holler, I'm fine, and then you know what? I start to feel like maybe I really will be fine. Apollo, justice is fine. Okay, Clay, now it's your turn. Okay. Clay turn is fine. There you go, now we are both fine. Ha ha ha. We are fine. Hehe, we are fine. Ha 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 ha. What are you laughing about? Ho ho ho, see? We are fine. You laugh first. I'm fine, you're fine. We are both fine. They are fine. You are fine. We are fine. Oh, I didn't mean to do it. Ho 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 ho. Thanks, Apollo. When you say it out loud, it really starts to feel real. And as long as you don't give up, you can keep on fighting. That's what we believed. As long as you don't give up. Wasn't there somebody else who said something similar? If I give in to my fear, I never find the truth. Clay called Mr. Starbuck his mentor and looked up to him. I wonder if I can be a good role model for my staff like Mr. Starbuck? Sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'll be taking a leave of absence. What? Wait, where do you mean by your leave? You're really serious? Can't you at least give me a reason why? When I put Clay's jacket on, I swore to him that I would catch his killer myself. But that's our goal too. I agree with Otana, we should work together to find the truth. The truth. That's a noble cause. But what if the truth you seek and the truth I seek turn out to be different? I'm not sure I follow. What are you saying, Apollo? Did you turn to the side of the dark age of the law? I'm going to catch the person responsible for taking my friend's life in my own way. Take good care of Mr. Starbuck for me. Now I must be going. Goodbye. Change the word. My final message. Goodbye. Did he just say change the word? My final message. Goodbye. I sensed a lot of seething anger and hatred coming from him. Oh, and also suspicion. Oh, he's not walking out on us like this. I'm going to go talk some sense into him. Hold on, Otano. Apollo can believe what he wants, but I believe he's wrong. Even if we take a different path, the truth we arrive at should be the same. I think the quicker we solve this case, the better it will be for Apollo. Yeah, you're right, boss. Alright, that's enough for one day. Make sure you're ready for tomorrow's trial, okay? Finally we get to the trial, please. Please. If he were here right now, Apollo would say, I'm fine, everything is fine. I just hope things really don't turn out fine tomorrow. Don't you guys miss Christoph Gavin? I miss him. I feel like there should be a game where he's the defense attorney. Okay. I don't know if I should continue. I think I want to stop here because this has been pretty long. How long have I been playing? Yeah, I mean 2 hours mark. I hit the 2 hours mark. You know what that means, guys. It's just I gotta stop. That time is fucked. It's 53 PM. Anyways. Yeah, see you guys.